We had this idea to talk about this concept that brands need to stand for something in today's world. And we approached these very different, diverse groups of people, every from the founders of Time's Up to the New York Times to REI and brands that were taking. And every time we got on a prep call with somebody to get ready for the event, we didn't even have to get out of our mouths what we wanted to talk about before they would basically say things to us that completely confirmed that we were on the right path. So I think what that points to is that there's clearly this moment in time right now. And I think our aim was to capture it, and it felt like we did. We heard that brands need to stand for something, but that doesn't necessarily mean always that they have to be controversial. Sometimes it just means they have to speak their own truth. They have to have values, because we think that audiences care about those values now, and that those things will come into purchase decisions. But we also kind of heard that you can take a smart, strategic approach to this, because some of the stands that brands take involve a certain amount of risk in turning some people off or sparking calls for a boycott, or we've seen some of this happen in the marketplace with brands that have taken a stand on more hot button issues. And I think the point is, don't court controversy for the sake of it. Have values, speak those values in your storytelling. But if you think it might be controversial, also be prepared and be ready for what might happen, and have the answers, have the strategy in place to stick by what you're saying. What we try to do in terms of our role as an agency in guiding brands is really help them understand what their why is. What role do they play in people's lives? What stories do they have to tell that they can credibly tell? What conversations are happening in culture that they can credibly become a part of? And I think it's kind of helping identify those places and those stories, and then it's really just about being true to yourself and speaking that truth. And I think that as long as brands do that, as long as they don't try to jump on something for the sake of jumping on it or do something that's inauthentic, this is actually a no-brainer.